all the good girls that make bad choices.
I'm Brian Anderson. And with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Pass to Young. And Grant, this should be a high-flying affair tonight. Both of these teams love to showcase their athleticism.
And these are the games I love working, B.A. I want to see some dunk contest style slams here tonight. And, of course, these fans can't wait either to see these teams get after it in this one. On the break, the defense didn't want to give up anything inside, so he pops it over the top.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Young. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Misses the three. First quarter, just over a minute played. Barnes with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
They're protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Here's Ingram. It's a three-point game. 3 on the clock. And down it goes. 2 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Knocks down the long J.
And Porzingis has always been a threat from deep. And at his height, he probably feels like no one can block his shot.
And Shannon gets it to go.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too. Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. The drive by Ingram. Oh, misses the dunk. For three, DiVincenzo. Pure from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's quickly. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Right side, Porzingis. It's stolen by Ingram. Now Young with a steal.
2 minutes left in the first.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Ingram from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Fires in the triple. DiVincenzo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-4 run. The kick out to Young. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Ingram. Barnes a screen. Back to Ingram. Clock at 6. Misses from close range.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility. Now, how about Barnes on that one? He really got up.
Pass to Young. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Stolen by Quickly. Kicks it out to Barnes. Off target from the wing.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And so it's Dante DiVincenzo making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
17.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder, so you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Back to Pirtle. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
The three, Barrett. Here's Johnson. Pirtle with some nice D.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Dick with a miss. Minnesota leading by 6. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Yeah?
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Takes a three. They get the rebound. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. Such a wide open look. Okongwu's got 6 here in the quarter.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
To the left wing. Here's Abaji. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Shot is good by Barrett.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Now here's Pirtle. 6 points for him. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. And here's Reeves. Pass to Dillingham. And there's a pick. Back to Reeves. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 7. To the middle. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Dick. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dick's got his first bucket of the night. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Now the Raptors with it. It's a 5-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That game will be the 3rd of 5 at home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
And Young is just so deceptive. He will hit you with that floater at exactly the right time.
Pass to Pirtle. The 15-footer. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for Jakob Pirtle.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. .24 seconds left in the second period. 5 on the clock. Outside McDaniels. Second chance effort. The rebound by Shed.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
DiVincenzo with a steal. Oh, how about KP on the break?
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Raptors trail by 5. Outside Ingram. And there's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
Moving so well at 6'8", Ingram's going to be a lot to handle, especially on the drive.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Pass to Reed. It's tipped. LaRavia with it. He's picked up by Barnes. For 3, DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Picked up by Okongwu. And it's Barrett off the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
That is a powerful drive by Barrett. When he plays like that, he's almost unstoppable.
Pulls up on the wing. Okongwu. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Kicks it to Quickly. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Minnesota leading by 7. Left side, DiVincenzo. That three's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, that's a nice fast break finish from Scotty Barnes, showing you the ground he can cover in the open floor. And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, not nearly enough.
Here's Quickly. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's Okongwu. Reed with the rebound. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Barnes. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mamukelashvili. Off the mark there with a 3. Minnesota leading by 6. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Serrano with the ball. Here's Shannon. Takes it inside.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Goes up on the wing. Shot is good by Barrett. Barrett's got 6.
But there's just something about lefties like Barrett. That jumper looks so pretty.
Pass to Shannon. From down in the low post, it goes.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Outside Reeves. Over Quickly. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You know, Reeves' jumper is so dialed in. Night after night, he's draining them with ease.
Here's Shannon. Outside for Ingram. They set the screen. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now Barnes. And here's Ingram. Covered by Johnson. The shot by Ingram, no good. Here's Barrett. Driving to the basket. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. The shot by Johnson, no good. Raptors trail by 6. Barnes, it's good. He's got 6.
An all-out hustle from Barnes, running the floor to get the bucket.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Fires for 3. Barnes drills the triple.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
We need you to get rounds right now for your North Side Crew.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Minnesota up by 1. After
41, Minnesota. 48.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Minnesota in the lead. Right side Young. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
Young sneaking into the lane right there, showing you he's a legitimate 3-level scorer.
Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed. Knocked loose. Outside Young. Outside, DiVincenzo. Jacks up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Offensive rebound. The layup off target. Right side Young. The 3, DiVincenzo drops in the 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Allie, thank you. Young with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Knocks down the trifecta.
Yeah, well, Trae Young saw a 3 made on the other end of the floor, and he came right back with a quick response.
Oh, nice setup for the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. He launches. It's off. Raptors trail by 4. Barnes. Money from 3.
Well, that's just a clutch shot from Barnes, and it's what his team expects from him in these moments.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
To take the lead, DiVincenzo pulls it down. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've led by as many as 11. Tipped away. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Barnes a screen. Both hands there for a little extra.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
.116 left in the final quarter. Here's Shannon. 6 to shoot. Yes! Using that window!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's quickly. For 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Outside Vanderbilt. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Reed. Ingram on the wing. Barnes outside. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's
This is Brian. Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. You take a look at the Timberwolves. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He takes it in. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Now here's Brown. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Gets the 3 to fall.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Şengün. No good with the triple. Young with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Right side Young. Outside McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Bailey. Uncovered. And that's good for 2.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Oklahoma City trailing. Antetokounmpo surveys. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Fast break, Minnesota for the finish. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And he recovers it. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around. But what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
A nice shot by Young.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Plenty of space. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Şengün with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Shoots from 14. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Young looking around. Jacks up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Outside, Brown. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Yeah, 3 turnovers already and some frustration starting to settle in. They've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-5 run. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Young. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Minnesota. He made a big impact. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set. One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decision. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Pass to Okongwu. Launches a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. The 3, Barrett. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder, so you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Pass to Şengün. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Bailey. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Takes a 3. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Kemp can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
And they pick up 2. Reeves has got his first 2 points of the night.
Pulling the hero shot out of his bag late in the clock. Austin Reeves, folks, getting it done.
Down low. Rebounded by Johnson.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Offensive board. Okongwu with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
There's the screen by Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Thunder trail by 12. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Collier. McDaniels with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And that one is stuffed right through.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels. Is there to finish off the break.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Left side, Brown. Pass to Kemp. Here's Sensabaugh. McDaniels covering. They still need this. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Young. Nifty stuff from Trae Young.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Sensabaugh. Brown with a screen. Here's Kemp. The three is up. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. And here's McDaniels. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
And here's Young. Puts up a three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so that brings the first half to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Good work there as it goes.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Lets it fly. Şengün, no good.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Outside, DiVincenzo. 4-3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Collier. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Şengün, no good. Minnesota leading by 17. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Fires away from way outside. McDaniels with the rebound. And Minnesota with possession here. Outside, DiVincenzo from the arc. Kemp with the rebound. Thunder trail by 17. Back to Şengün. Can't connect from short range.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Bailey. He's got 7. Reeves with some nice D.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Goes up on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. Thunder trail by 20. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Here's Dillingham. No points so far. Outside Johnson. Sinks the tray.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
The size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint. That's exactly what you want to see. Your big man playing big. Strong board.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Bailey. Minnesota with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Thunder trail by 19. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bailey's got 11 points.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Barrett. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
He's got a clear path.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Now here's Brown. Pass to Şengün. This one for 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And here's Brown for 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Here's Bailey. Here's Banchero. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
With this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Reeves. Fires from deep. Giannis with the rebound.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Banchero the screen. Here's Bailey. Rebounded by Johnson. The Timberwolves lead by 19. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
3-pointer. Pure from 3-point range. Okongwu's got 5 points now in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
to the left side wing. And Caro. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Şengün. That one goes in.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Pass to Reeves. Shoots over Bailey. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Now here's Okongwu. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Thunder trail by 20. Here's Şengün. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Trae Young.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Cook it! Straight in!
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
McDaniels outside. From deep. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. And the Thunder call time here. Only 2 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks.